Hello and welcome to our very first edition of Workforce Water Cooler for 2023. Here we are. And we will be experimenting with a little bit of a new format. We're just going to talk for a few minutes, just free flowing conversation. We feel like that would be important to share with you, our viewers, so you get a sense of who we are and what's happening with us, and then we'll go into water cooler topics. So what has been happening with you, Brian Becker?
We had pipes explode at my house, so we were one of probably a multitude of households. Yeah, luckily it didn't come inside. We know some people that had flooded. We know multiple people that flooded their inside. So my heart goes out to everybody that was impacted by that, and especially those of us that might have been in Bowling Green, because we just had tornado stuff that came through last year, and now we got other reasons to contact our insurance. But anyway,
Yes.
Could have been worse. We could have been on vacation. It could have been in the house. Luckily, it's good to know a great plumber personally. So shout out to Millard and Martin and Sons Plumbing. Alan came through, as he has multiple times in our family before, and I know there was people working even Christmas Day to fix things that were going on in our neighborhood with people that had issues. So no break for people in the plumbing industry with a cold event like that. But coldest temperatures we've ever seen, I think, right? Like, I can't remember anything in the negative 20 wind chills. So, but we made it, and now we're 90 degrees warmer than we were at that time.
Crazy.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's like 60 something right now.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. What about you, John?
Yeah, I really nothing as exciting as Brian's. I had just a really low key holiday period, completely powered down. Didn't help. I had a pretty severe cold, so that that kind of took me out for a couple of days. But really low key. Had just spent time with the family. Had all my kids in. My brother came in and his family, and just got to celebrate Christmas and a birthday and New Year. So very boring, but it was,
Well, that's
it was nice to power down. Yeah.
That's good. Brian and I would trade you.
Yeah. Yours sounds like more celebrations.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'll tell you, had my second round of COVID, round 2 of COVID, and got out of quarantine the day Friday, which was the day before Christmas Eve. And then I thought I would celebrate getting out of quarantine by taking the dogs for a walk and slipping on the ice, and landed right on the back of my head and have a moderate grade concussion. So, yikes.
Is the sidewalk okay?
The sidewalk appears to be okay. But okay. I mean, let me tell you, I'm not kidding. When I hit, and I don't know, I'm sure there's like some sort of medical term for this. Like people say, oh, I saw stars. I didn't see stars. It was like just a flash of white, just like a bam. And it was like white for just like a split second. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that a thing?
Yep. I've had that. I've seen stars. Yep. That's the thing.
Dang. I mean, it was rough. And I'm still in recovery mode. So if I say anything crazy or if I repeat myself, please just go with the flow, because dang.
Is that the hardest slip and fall you've ever had?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, Brian, what's your best slip and fall story? Do you got one?
No, I can't think of anything like that. No. I mean, and dang, I've heard of people trying to get their health insurance benefits in, and maximized by the end of the year. But I mean, look at you going there. Jeez.
That's right. That's the way to do it. Well, see, the thing for people that don't know, the back of my head, I've got brackets, like brackets screwed into the back of my skull that go all the way down to mid spine, like rods. So that was my big concern. When I hit, I was like, dang, I've messed something up. So I tried to wait it out, be a tough guy, and then went to the ER the next day. Waited. I was there about 8 hours before we saw somebody, and that was everybody. That was everybody. But they said that the hardware was not messed up. So thank goodness. But dang, shoot, that'll shake you up, man. That'll rock your world. I had like that guy on the like in the football game last night. I know that wasn't a concussion, but I was just like, oh my gosh, that, whoo, that was rough. I don't know. How's he doing? Have you heard?
He's still in critical conditions, the last I heard. Yeah.
Man, that was scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on that, seeing all the players on the field that were just
Oh my
crying.
gosh.
I mean,
Oh my
you just,
gosh.
yeah,
That was awful.
awful.
That was awful. But I'm so glad they called the game off, because how could you play? I mean, seriously, how could you play? Shoot.
Yeah.
How did we get to this topic?
You brought us.
When you asked me if I've ever fallen, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of those people that if I ever fall, I'm going to talk with a British accent for the rest of my life. I just know it. I'm going to swear my name is like Alejandro, and I have a British accent, and I've lived in like some part of the UK.
When that happens, that is freaking awesome. I mean, that would be very cool. And my dad told me a story, and I need to just look it up. But if it's wrong, I'll be disappointed. So I may not look it up. My dad told me a story that Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas had like something. I'm wanting to think that something fell on top of her head. Like some large, heavy thing fell on top of her head. And after that, she could sing.
Mm-hmm.
He swore. Now, I mean, he could have been just making that up, because he told me when I was little that Oscar Goldman, who was the boss of the $6 Million Man, used to live next door to my grandmother. And I believed it. I believed it for a long time. A fictional character. I believed a fictional character used to live next door to my grandmother.
Wow. Well, I guess we can switch from fiction to nonfiction.
Yes. Yes, that was a smooth segue, Brian.
Let's wrap our heads around what we're trying to accomplish here in 2023 as a workforce organization. I know we already had a heavy meeting, so just to let our viewers know, we're already talking about how to better help everybody and sync our teams up together. So, yeah.
Sorry, I had to turn my mic off because my dog was barking at something. I mean, 2023, I'm already excited about it, because I think that we are starting to do some very innovative things. and some very cool things. And what we ended the year on, well, a couple of things we ended the year on. I think our December board meeting was pretty awesome, showing, a lot of success stories. I think those were extremely powerful for others to see. And that entire meeting is available on our website under the meetings and minutes. You can watch the entire meeting.
The action-packed 2-hour episode.
Yes.
The 2022 finale.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And also, I think our workforce collective that we did in Butler County, that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Very well received.
Brian, what do you think overall about the workforce collective? Because we're gonna be hitting all counties this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we know is that we put, and anybody who's worked with us before, and our partners know this well. I mean, we put a lot of intentionality behind everything that we do, and we really lean on, what are people going to want to enjoy hearing from us, and what do they want to get out of spending some time with us, whether that's a half a day, a full day, or in this case, 2 hours. So a portion of a day, what can we kind of pour into to help and assist, and sort of our collective expertise, because we are a government program. Yeah, we have a list of things we can do, we can offer, we can assist with, but we hear a lot. I mean, we have a lot of conversations with employers and different sizes and different types, and we sort of hear common things, and we can kind of thread the needle on troubleshooting some things, and sometimes throwing money at things isn't the answer, right? It's just dealing with humans, and everybody knows this. It is, as John has said, oftentimes like common sense, but I think it's overlooked, or other priorities, take precedent. There's just good advice that we want to pass along to employers that come to these. But what we're really trying to do is offer solutions that aren't being offered to us necessarily, aren't being offered to the wider business community. Is how do you get more employees? Again, so many things you can throw money at, that you're putting it online, or you're trying to wave a sign, flip a sign, whatever. But there's plenty of people that I think tune in through different ways, and you don't have to be a marketing genius to figure out. You just can't say the same words to all the audiences the same way all the time. I mean, you've got to differentiate. And whether you're trying to get new talent in, or you're talking about retaining people. And so this is the advice that we're giving now. And this is based on us looking county by county at the pockets of people that aren't working, and identifying, hey, okay, here's who's in your backyard right now. That's not coming in to eat at your table.
Right.
And ringing the bell the way you've been doing isn't bringing them in. So what else can you use besides the dinner bell? That's sort of what we're getting at. And so we had good feedback, but we need to get bigger audiences. We need to get more people hearing this information to take back and implement today.
And that's the part that I think is so cool for employers. When each one of these workforce collective events is county specific. So by attending a workforce collective event in your county as an employer, you're going to get information that you wouldn't get anywhere else. I mean, this is like, oh my gosh, why would you not come to this? Sometimes we get so busy in our day to day, we lose sight of the big picture. And this is the big picture. This is, hey, your workforce board for the entire region has put together information and recommendations and data and all this stuff, and we packaged it up, and here is your present as an employer. And, it is here and waiting. And as you said, Brian, the first event in Butler County, we did that like mid-December, almost toward the end of December. And the feedback we got was amazing.
Yes.
We just need to get more employers. And so, that is our plea. Employers, here is our belated Christmas gift to you. And it will last all year because we've got 10 counties. We're going to be hitting every county. And I'll just tell you, 2 hours, the information that we've compiled, and it's not just me, it's not just John, it's not just Brian. We are doing everything we can to make this enjoyable and informative and a necessity that you attend. Okay, I've talked a lot, so
I'll put a bow on it. We've got an employee, courtesy of Western Kentucky University, the city and the county have all pitched in to fund Joshua's position. Joshua is a data junkie. He is analyzing tons and tons of data from different sources, and that's what we're compiling, sifting through, and providing very specific recommendations to employers. There's two competing lines of thought on this workforce participation issue. One line of thought is we got to import talent from outside the region, and so specifically the city of Bowling Green and Warren County Fiscal Court are putting a lot of money and energy towards attracting talent from outside the region into the region, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's definitely needed. But our analysis as a workforce board is that we got thousands of people inside the region already. They already live here. They have a house. They're here. They're just not working. And so that's what we're focused. We're laser focused on that group, right? We're figuring out where those pockets are, and then what are the recruiting tactics and strategies for each of those pockets. And that's what Josh is doing a great job of pulling together for us. And so when Leslie says workforce collective, that's what's going into that.
Yes. And the thing that I like about it, because we've done summits in the past, and I think there has been some valuable information that has come from those. So not to diminish those events in any way, but I'm so proud of the team that I work with, because we recognized, hey, the summits are not achieving the goal that we have set forth. So we need to change. We need to do something different. And I think that speaks volumes of you all, of everyone on our team, who are willing to, okay, what do we need to do then? How can we best get this information to employers? So that's how this workforce collective concept has originated. And we're taking it on the road. We've got a road show. We're gonna come to your county, and we're gonna give you not the same presentation that they had in the county before us. It's gonna be just for your county, and data just for your county. So if you're a business owner, if you're a plant manager, if you have a small business, oh my gosh, this applies to every employer across the board, the board. And it's tangible information that you can walk out the door and start doing immediately. Would you agree, Brian Becker?
I would agree. And I'm trying to decide if I want to make a joke about something, but I may not.
No, I think you should. No. I think you should.
No, I mean, it's just, we have I won't make a joke, but it, we take it very seriously. We know coming into this year that it's been tough, going on almost 3 years now, for employees to find and keep people, and there's been all kinds of issues affecting us, and some of that's been a shared experience. Most of it's been shared, but we think there's some shared solutions, out there. Or I'll say it this way: whoever can capitalize on the information that we're providing should be in better shape. We'll put it that way, right? So take it or leave it. It's just like recent example, tornado sirens were going off for a lot of us last night. You don't have to take shelter when a siren goes off, but it's a good idea because that's why they put the siren system in place, is because it avoided disaster for people that suffered and didn't get a heads up warning enough. We're trying to give a heads up. I wouldn't say it's at the level of a tornado siren, but for some people it probably feels like they need something that can come in and be a solution. And it's not going to be an easy thing that, it's quick, it's easy, somebody else does the heavy lifting. Employers are still going to have to get their hands dirty and do things, to take the lead on this, because our efforts are employer led and we assist, but we can't take charge. We don't come in. That's why we don't rescue places or take over their management or whatever. I mean, we're just not set up to do that. Employers are still free enterprise, entities and independent. But again, we can offer some solutions, and we're seeing some really good advice crop up, and reaction that we're getting is, yeah, this is doable. And I feel better after hearing this information and other things that I've sat through where no solutions have really been offered. And we just talk about the problems that we have, but nobody's really offering up anything. We're trying to offer up plenty.
Right. And I think, I'll just throw this out as a teaser for employers. But one of the things that I shared regarding job fairs, just the tidbit, the looks on the faces of the audience. I mean, they were like, what?
Yeah.
And I would say, if you're an employer and you have ever done a job fair or you considered doing a job fair, you need to come to this event, because I'm going to tell you like it is, how you can make those events meaningful and successful and worth your time. Right. That's what we want. We are here to help. So, pretty good discussion, guys. I need to have concussions more often. No, I don't.
I tell you, we have a lot of big plans for 2023, but I think this topic we've talked about today is certainly probably going to be the most impactful thing that we do all year. It's going to take us quite, several months, maybe half the year, to kind of get around every county. And on top of what we're going to provide to each one of these counties, we suspect we'll do several that are very targeted to specific employers. But we're also going to, with Joshua and our kind of full-time focus on workforce participation, we're going to delve in, once we get beyond the county piece, we're going to form some other working groups and look at this through different lenses. I mean, so we'll definitely, I think, be looking at it through, a lens for manufacturing, or a lens for the impact of electric vehicle batteries coming to the region, not just to Bowling Green, but to Glenmore, right up the road, which is
Glendale.
I'm sorry, Glendale.
Glendale, home of the whistle stop.
I might have been the one that had a concussion. Yes, you're
right.
Glendale.
But
I mean, there are major impacts. There are second and third order effects that are going to happen between Ford and Envision coming to this region. The immediate impacts we kind of have a handle on. But what are the second and third order effects? What's going to happen? What's the impact of companies down range or down river of these two big plants coming in? We're going to put our data junkie onto some of that and form some working groups around that to figure out what's the impact on our education system, what's the impact on other employers. What are the, we'll do a SWOT analysis. What are the strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats involved with this, and be able to share some of that as we go. So, so I really think 2023 we're going to be putting a lot of information out there that employers are going to, hopefully going to want to listen to and maybe get involved with helping us.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, this information, this is meant to sort of light a fire for employers. I think that a lot of people are looking for solutions, and it's very easy to cast blame and say, oh, nobody wants to work anymore. And, okay, that's really not accurate, but we have some work to do. And so we're going to give you some tools and some techniques that will help put people who are already in your county who are not working to work. And hopefully they're going to work for you.
And I think it's more accurate to say people want to work differently.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, kind of helping employers understand what that means, right? It means different things to different demographic groups, different age groups, different populations, different pockets of people. So we're kind of dissecting all of that and providing, solutions to employers to consider.
So I would, if you could give the Workforce Collective a tagline, what would it be? I would say prepare to be amazed. That's mine.
Man, it's like that's the first work day of the year, Leslie. You're making, and I mean, I know it's not early, but gosh, you're making us think.
Hey, you know what? I have a concussion, and I came up I came up with the first tagline.
Mine would be actionable recruitment and retention strategies.
Very good. Doesn't have quite the pizzazz that mine does.
Leslie, you told me before this I couldn't cuss, and so I was really going to work in some emphasis with a cuss word, but I'm not going to do that. I lack.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did give that instruction. You are correct.
I would say let's get after it. I don't know. My second one is homie, don't play that, but he might play this.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. All right. Well, guys, I am so glad to be here and be talking to you guys, because I'm not kidding. When I fell, I thought this could be it for a split second.
You saw the light.
That's right. But just for a second. So seriously, I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm thrilled to be, having this conversation, and I'm pumped about what we're doing. I mean, I'll just tell you, my job is awesome. I think you all have we have awesome jobs, and we do a lot of things to help job seekers, and this workforce collective is a way that we can really focus and help employers in every single county.
Yeah, I think what's so exciting, the initial feedback has been really, really positive from employers. And so we feel like we're really onto something good and useful here. So that feels good. It feels exciting. And we can't wait to kind of roll out and do this across the region. 2023 is going to be fun.
All right. Good deal.
Yep. 2023 World Tour. We're coming to you.
That's right. That's right. We need to get T-shirts.
We do
like
need
our
T-shirts.
tour dates.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. I can make some.
Yes, you could.
I can do that. I've got. It may take me a while. It may take me the whole year, but yeah, I can do that. Workforce Collective 2023 tour. Be there.
We don't play that.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your discussion, your friendship, your information. All of it's awesome. Employers, come to the Workforce Collective event that will be coming to your county soon. It is worth the time. It is definitely something that will benefit you and your business. As always, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye. Stay tuned.